So welcome to my weekly Facebook Live session. It is Coach Erica here, your friendly and fabulous personal trainer and menopause coach. Today I'm going to give you 5 tips for reaching your summer goals. Tip number 1, right away. Actually, this isn't even a tip. You should start right now. If you haven't already started, you should have started already. If you haven't already started, you gotta start now. One of the biggest mistakes I see is that people start 3 weeks before their big event, even 4, right? And you can do it, but we want you to start as early as possible because then those changes that you make, number 1, don't have to be so extreme, and number 2, are much more likely to be permanent instead of doing this yo-yo of getting fit, unfit, gaining weight, losing weight, etc. So number 1, if you haven't started already, that's okay. You're gonna start right now today with these 5 tips. Tip number 1. Hire a pro. That was tip number 1, start now. I have it written down as tip number 1. Tip number 2, hire a pro. Hire someone like me to give you a plan and a strategy so you're not just throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks, right? So hire a pro. I will help you create a strategy and a plan for getting you where you need to go when you need to be there. We'll also provide accountability for you. So find someone like me or another personal trainer, group fitness instructor, some kind of structured program, perhaps join a challenge. We have a summer challenge that's starting the day after Memorial Day, 4 weeks. We're gonna go classes, one-on-one coaching, and some hormone stuff about cortisol, which I'm gonna talk about in tip 5. So hire a pro, find a plan, find a program. That's my second tip. So number 1, start now. Number 2, find a pro. Number 3, and everyone hates this one, start tracking your food. So you don't have to do it forever, but it is a great reminder of where you're starting, maybe what kind of habits you've picked up that aren't the greatest. So for example, I'm tracking right now. I needed something to get me kind of back on track for my own summer goals. And I noticed that I've been snacking mindlessly at night. So food tracking just helps me control that. Number 1, I don't want to put that stuff into the journal, into the food tracker. So I don't do it because I don't want to put it in, right? And number 2, it just gives me that little awareness of how much I'm eating, where I'm getting extra calories, where I'm getting non-quality calories. So start tracking your food. I use MyFitnessPal. There's lots of different ones. So track your food. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, especially if you're a female over 40, we want you to incorporate these things into your plan. 2 to 3 strength training sessions a week. Doesn't have to be long. Could be 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, right? We want high intensity strength training 2 to 3 times a week. 2 HIIT cardio sessions, okay? So 2 HIIT cardio sessions, that means that, again, short, 20 to 30 minutes in length, high intensity. So you're working up in that like level 8, 9, 10 out of a 10 scale, 1 to 10 scale, right? 1, you're not doing anything. 10, you're running for your life. You can only do that for a few seconds at a time. We want you to work on those high intensities. It burns more calories. It helps with hormonal issues, especially if you're a woman over 40. So strength training, 2 cardio sessions a week, 1 flexibility session a week, yoga, stretching, something like that, and at least 1 rest day. So you want to be including the strength, high intensity interval, cardio, and walking your 10,000 steps a day, all right? So that just encourages daily movement. So that's what I recommend. If you have to put priority on any of them, put the priority on the strength training and the 10,000 steps a day. That is tip number 4. And if you're not doing strength, that is the one that you need absolutely to add to hit your goals if it's a weight loss toning goal. And then the last tip for today, learn how to control your cortisol. That is a huge one. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Most of us these days, because of our lifestyles, which are very stress and overstimulated, are in kind of a permanent high cortisol production. We don't want that. Cortisol inhibits weight loss, it encourages fat gain, weight gain. So the fifth tip for reaching your summer goals is learning how to control your cortisol. There's many ways that you can do it. I'm going to give you one way today, and that is to get sleep. Quality and quantity. We want at least 7 hours of sleep at night, and we want it to be good quality sleep. That is one of the key factors in controlling your cortisol is your sleep. So the one thing you can do right now, starting today, is work on your sleep hygiene, your sleep patterns, and how much sleep you're getting a night. We talk about this more in 2 of my programs. The one-on-one hormone balancing program, we actually go through 12 hormones that affect you as a woman over 35, 40. And then we're gonna do cortisol only, a lot of it in the 4-week summer fitness challenge. So those are my 5 tips today for getting summer ready, summer fit for your big events. Number 1, start now. Number 2, hire a pro. Number 3, track your food. Number 4, plan for strength, cardio, flexibility plus 10,000 steps in a week, prioritizing strength and walking, the 10,000 steps. And then number 5, big one. I keep going over here. You can't see my hand. Here, number 5, learn how to control your cortisol. All right. So if you have more questions, I'm just finishing. Someone just came on. You'll have to watch the replay. Get your 5 tips for your summer prep. Feel free to reach out, message me, call me, email me. I have space in all of my classes, and I'm taking private clients and hormone balancing clients. So if you want to learn more about that, I will always do a free consult to talk about your goals. And I will see you back next week. Bye-bye.